DJ Metal Craig of Craig's Metal Storm here, and I have one of the members of Verni with me today. Hey, how's it going? Would you like to introduce yourself and what position you do in the band?
My name is Dee Verni, and I'm the bass player and the vocalist for Verni, which is my solo band.
Would you mind listing off who's all not with you today from the Verni lineup?
Well, on the record, it's I played the guitars and the bass and sang and did the solos, and then Jason Bittner played the drums.
Hey, I didn't know that, buddy. All cool.
Yep,
Also, just so you know, I'm a fan of your Overkill stuff. Personal
that's
favorite song of mine is Hello from the Gutter.
well, that's great. I like to hear that.
Please go back in the history of Verni and how the band all got started if we didn't answer that one already. Do we answer that question already that I just asked?
Can you repeat that?
Please go back in the history of Verni and how the band all got started.
Well, as I said, it's a solo band. So I had done one record maybe 3 or so years ago. Um, that was again the same kind of thing where I played most of the instruments and I had some different friends and guests kind of play on it. And that did pretty well, and it was a lot of fun to do. So I decided I would do another one. So this one started, I guess I probably started writing during COVID, and then you know it's just kind of seeing the light of the day now.
How did you come up with the album title for Dreadful Company?
Um, I had a lot of different titles and names, and I love the old penny dreadfuls that they used to have back in the I think it was the 30s, maybe 40s, um, and they were like these weird kind of creepy stories. So I love the dreadful kind of idea, and I'm a big fan of Bad Company, and I thought that record and that band was kind of a cool name. So it's kind of riffing off that between the two of them. I thought it kind of fit with what I was doing.
Just so you know, I actually jammed the Dreadful Company album before the interview. It's absolutely sick and awesome. I'd like to thank M Theory Audio and Austin for submitting it to me.
Cool.
Who designed the Verni logo, the band logo?
That was me and a guy named Travis Smith, who worked on all the Overkill records for the last, I don't know, 30 years, maybe something like that. I've done a lot of things, different projects. Anytime I need any kind of artwork, logos, anything like that, Travis is usually my go-to guy. So I had sketched out some ideas and we went back and forth. And so between the two of us.
Okay, so it'd be the same guy who designed the Dreadful Company album art.
Yes. And that
Okay,
again, that was the same thing. The two of us together, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted. I sent him sketches, and then he kind of makes them come to life.
all right, cool. I was just out checking it was the same guy because I wasn't sure. I thought it might have been a different artist, but the album art looks sick and awesome, buddy.
Cool. I'm glad you're digging it. It's simple, but I think with the record being kind of a punk rock record, kind of fits with what's going on with what's inside the record.
Okay, is it okay if I get you to touch off one of my favorite songs off the Dreadful Company album?
Sure.
What are the themes and concepts behind the song Call of the Highway?
That's about kind of just getting out on the road. Um, and when you're home for too long, you can't wait to get out there, and then when you get out there, you can't wait to get home. So it's always kind of a mixed bag. Um, but that's kind of a song about that and how some people will get swallowed up by being on the road too long and thinking that that's real life. Um, so kind of a mix of everything.
Who mixed and mastered Dreadful Company?
Well, that was Zeus, Chris Harris. He mixed and mastered it. He did the last record for me as well. He's awesome. He did an Overkill record for Overkill a while ago, and now I've done both my solo records with him. He's just a great guy, great mix guy. I thought he really did a great job on this record too, and fun to work with. So can't say enough good things about him.
This next one might get you laughing a little bit. Does the band have any band gear endorsements?
Um, Not a lot. No, not a lot. I have a string endorsement, SIT strings that I've used for God many years, and they're the best. But guitars, I kind of use what I want. Amps, I use what I want, so I don't really endorse anyone.
Okay. Just so you know, this next one is a personal favorite of mine to ask all the bands. Who are some of the band's musical influences?
Um, well, for this, it's like there's a lot of punk rock in it. So back in the early days of stuff, I used to listen to Ramones a lot, Sex Pistols, Misfits, uh, Dead Boys. Back in the '70s and '80s, I loved all that stuff. And then more recently, more like Green Day, Dropkick Murphys. I love them too. Maybe some Volbeat. I think I love what they do with kind of mix metal and punk rock together. They have some cool stuff. Um, so Motorhead, always a little Motorhead in everything that I do. They're just the energy, the power is kind of always kind of on my shoulder somewhere. So, but kind of that it's like a mixed bag. Some metal, some punk rock, all kind of in a big mix.
That's funny that you mentioned Motorhead. I was a fan of this. I'm really missing them because since Lemmy has gone, I was into his
Yeah.
music, but with him gone, he was the main person of the band that kept it going.
Yep.
You asked that one already. You're going on tour soon. Would you like to briefly talk about this tour you're going on?
We're going on tour with Overkill. That starts next week, so we're pretty excited about that. We've never toured with King Diamond before. Um, they seem like good guys so far. We're looking forward to getting out there and having some fun. Should be good.
Right on. And before we get into the station of these, the last question of the interview is, what new band news do you have on the Verni front? As in anything we might have missed so far in this interview?
I mean, I don't think so. We kind of touched base on everything that was going on. Right now, we're just releasing our third single called "All You Need to Know," and that have a music or a lyric video that'll come out with that too. So that should be hitting the street soon as well. And then I'm starting to get asked about shows, and so we'll see how that goes. Maybe there'll be some shows down the line, which would be fun, I think.
Okay, if you do get a show going for Verni and you happen to come up to Winnipeg, Manitoba, please let me know and I'll try and make an appearance at the show.
Will do.
And that leaves us with the station IDs. The first one is, hey, this is Dee Dee Verni of Verni, and you're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
Okay, you ready?
Yep,
Hey guys, this is Dee Dee Verni from Verni. You are listening to Mangled Radio.
Mangled Music Radio.
Okay, Mangled. Let me write it down.
No problem. I'll give you a sec to write it down, buddy.
Mangled Music Radio. Okay. Hey guys, this is Dee Dee Verni from Verni and Overkill. You're listening to Mangled Music Radio.
Well, thank you very much for that station ID. And the second one you might want to write down as well. It's for Craig's Metal Storm.
Craig.
He took the Metal Storm part from the old Nintendo Entertainment System video game.
The very first label we were on was called Metal Storm. Okay. Craig's Metal Storm. All right. Hey guys, this is Dee Dee Verni from Verni and Overkill, and you are listening to Craig's Metal Storm.
Cool. Thank you very much for the interview, and thank you very much for your time, Dee Dee. It was great
You
talking to
bet.
you, buddy. Have a
Yeah.
good
So,
tour when you get on the road.
oh, thanks. We'll be up in that way. Maybe we'll see you up there.
Hopefully, I can get out to the show. Talk to you soon.
Okay. You bet.